India, a large carrot-shaped land some 2,000 miles long, the majestic Himalayas as a backdrop, with huge plains and river basins down to the tiny teardrop of Sri Lanka off the southern coast. $650 million people, the second largest nation on earth, still rigidly divided by religion and caste. Many divisions, and yet, somehow, curiously, one nation, India. Industrialization is evident, both for its progress and its less welcome problems. Railways are likely to remain the backbone of Indian transport. Fuel costs will keep road transport in second place. Rural India has a pace of its own which leads neither to ulcers nor to great expenditure of energy. A rickshaw costs 5 cents to go a mile or two. India's independence in 1947 followed a succession of invasions by Aryans, Greeks, Central Asians, Islam in the 16th century, and waves of Europeans. The British colonial grip was gradually weakened under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of India. The architecture of public buildings reflects the various influences from the past. And though the Parliament buildings in New Delhi are modern, the political system and the bureaucracy inside are very much as inherited from the British, even to trade union meetings. And elections, which see walls sprouting all manner of political graffiti and slogans. An abundant resource is labour, and contractors take as much advantage of labourers, men and women, as possible. They earn only a few rupees a day, but perhaps better that than mechanization, which would have many of them unemployed. Bamboo scaffolding clings to a wall like giant ivy, with ant-like workers busy in its branches. Armies of people build and maintain the roads. Some will sit at the quarries breaking blue stone into chips with small hammers for maybe 10 hours a day, every day of their adult lives. $250 million Indians, more than the combined populations of the United States, Australia and New Zealand, live in desperate poverty. Urban slums. Here are the poorest of the poor, without work, perhaps even without a place to live or sleep, apart from the other side of the street. A picture of human hopelessness. Away from the cardboard lean-tos and tin shelters are the middle-class Indians, whose apartments have electricity, running water, television, and other mod-cons. Education has played an important part in their lives, an opportunity denied more than 60% of Indians. There's fierce competition for places at universities or technical colleges, and even when all the swatting and sweating is over, there's no guarantee of a job. Mr. Jacob Chundy, a solicitor, is typical of what education can provide. He drives a brand new Indian-made Ambassador, better known as the 1957 British Morris Oxford. India bought the entire tooling for making the Ambassador. Many graduates would welcome the opportunity to be Mr. Chundy's secretary. In 1978, the Indian government launched a mammoth program to bring primary education to a further 100 million people. Hinduism is the ancient religion of India, and today 85% of Indians are Hindu. They enter fully into the celebration of the annual festivals when the large temples of the gods are drawn along the streets in temple cars. Some temples own elephants, and their presiding god is marked on the elephant's forehead, which leads to another point. The so-called caste spot on a Hindu lady's forehead is nothing of the kind. It's a beauty spot. A Hindu desires to build up merit with the gods. They speak of 330 million gods. Worship is an individual thing, usually involving prostrating oneself before a god or shrine. And congregational worship in the Christian sense is not practiced. Sufficient accumulated merit will release the person from being reborn into this suffering world. The caste system has been officially abolished, and one development of this is a growing recognition and respect for women. The Christian missions pioneered schooling in India, but with 45% of the population under 15, the masses are still largely outside the system.
Okay, up. Come on, position ready. Once again. Class, Samuel, hands down. Exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Various government-inspired family planning programs have been launched to try to curb the population growth rate of 15 million a year. 2-child families are recommended, as is paying your tax. The stick used is that tax evasion is an offence, and the carrot is that the tax man is really your friend by helping relieve you of your burdensome tax. And having done that, you can cheer yourself up with a sad drama at the movies. India boasts the second largest film festival in the world. On average, some 300 films are made there each year. Bazaars and markets are probably the most popular and most populated social centres in Indian towns, offering a colourful array of goods and services. You can buy fruit, handcrafts, have a shave. Window shopping in these busy places can be as entertaining as in the West. All kinds of produce are offered. And every night is late shopping night. You can have your fortune told by astrologers, palmists. Fortune tellers abound.
அதிகார தன்மை அரசாங்க உதவி அரசோட ஹெல்ப்
80% of the population, more than 500 million, live in rural India. Village life is mud-walled houses with palm-thatched roofs. work in the fields from dawn to dusk, women washing clothes, fetching water, and bearing children. And for squeakier than squeaky clean dishes, try cow dung ash. Really works, and no bothersome lemon or ammonia smell either. Each village will have its various craftsmen to do the specialist jobs around the place. And everywhere there are children, playing, laughing, or just shy, enjoying their freedom before they have to start trying to earn their keep, maybe as early as 7 or 8 years old. Water was essential to this fine crop of peanuts, as it is throughout the country of India. The problem is that of all the cultivated land, only 30% is irrigated, which means that the vast majority of it is nowhere near producing its potential. Lack of water is disastrous, and too much can be equally tragic. Huge areas of India are periodically flooded, destroying crops, livestock and houses, and people. Rice is of course the number one crop, but mainly in southern India. Wheat is more prominent in the north. These days, rice husking is usually done in bulk at the nearest rice mill. Rice is eaten with a variety of vegetables, sauces and curries, and chapatis, a type of pancake. They eat little meat. Farms are small, no more than 5 acres, and under the system of dividing it up among sons, barely produces enough for a family's needs. The area of a village inhabited by the farm workers and small owners used to be known as the outcast section, but Gandhi outlawed the term outcast, instead calling these folk Harijans, people of God. Livestock, cows in particular, are highly revered. In the caste areas dwell the big landowners, in well-built houses aglow with electricity, windows and luxury items. Their children are also better dressed. Local technology often proves at least as effective as complex modern varieties, such as this charcoal-fired iron. This man will have a string of regular clients. And brickmaking first requires the clay and, increasingly evident, a kiln for firing the bricks in. A kiln-fired brick is much more durable than the traditional sun-baked brick, which often proves totally inadequate in a flood. The transistor radio has helped open up horizons for people all around the world, shrinking it into what's sometimes described as a global village. But traditional cottage industries and handcrafts remain very much intact in village life, with only the odd treadle sewing machine to disturb the old pattern. A sari, 8 meters of the finest weaving, which takes 4 days to make. Weaving is one of man's oldest skills. Men and women labour to make village roads. beaches are perhaps more popular for fishing than for recreation. The local laundromat in Madras is handily situated outside, stretches for miles, and is free. It's well patronized and could be construed as being an outlet for aggression. The rocks have taken quite a beating over the years. "5,000 years of civilization. With that behind them, Indians are in no hurry to go anywhere except where they determine, and at their own pace. A country of fascinating contrasts. So many divisions, yet remarkably one people, one nation. Self-aware, proud, and resolutely sure of being the authors of their own destiny.